Financial technology, better known as fintech, has been at the front of many business leaders' minds for several years. In Nigeria, fintech startups account for 32% of all the fintech startups on the entire continent. At a recent conference in Lagos, like-minded people gathered to make connections and grow their product.
This year, we're over 31 countries connecting in 6 continents, over 10,000 physical attendees, and about 5,000 or 6,000 joining us online as well. And the whole idea is very, very simple. We really wanted to make sure that we connect the ecosystem where fintechs can learn from each other, see what's out there, take the innovation to the next level, really.
Nigeria FinTech Week is an excellent platform, I would say, especially for the fintech and then all of the financial technology services within the ecosystem. It's an opportunity to bring minds together. The discussion, the collaboration. I was amazed to see the number of players within the ecosystem. They collaborate. Remember, we keep talking about Nigeria, but they have brought in a lot of players within the ecosystem across Africa.
At the last FinTech Week, for example, you could see 3 or 4 things. Number one was you saw young people coming there looking to meet experienced companies. You saw young entrepreneurs who have already started something in FinTech. They are looking to find partners. Some people came there to learn, to listen to people, to do those kind of things.
This FinTech Week is something that has been going on year, and it's been getting bigger and, dare I say, better. Because one of the things about FinTech companies is exposure. The FinTech market in Nigeria is huge, and there are a lot of foreign direct investments, there are a lot of companies that are trying to bring inflows into the country, but they need to understand that these businesses do exist, right? And FinTech Week, this kind of environment brings together different FinTech companies. Some of them they collaborate together. Some of them they find new partners, new partnerships. So this environment really this helps us.
So participants who are there will actually have benefited immensely from the vast experience of our panelists. These panelists were handpicked and they cut across all industries. So whether they're regulators or whether they're top consultants or they're founders who are sharing experience from the coalface, So one of the things that really excited me was founders and investors talking about learning from failures and knowing how important it is to fail safe. And feel right as well. So the conversations were very deep, they were very intuitive.
This was the 6th installment of Nigeria FinTech Week. And this time round, one of the main areas of discussion concerned regulations.
The regulatory environment, they need to be able to work with what I would say in an engaging manner in such a way that the fast-moving and evolving solutions that they are all bringing out, that the regulators are able to get a framework that can also guide that. That's what I would like to see them work with the regulators to see how they can innovate, but at the same time within the framework, because it's important that, like I said, the customer, remember that you have a customer there, you need to protect that customer.
As African fintechs are crossing boundaries, we have seen somewhere they are challenged in those countries with regulation. So you see, the laws are different across Africa, and that could be a challenge for compliance.
We bring the regulators and innovators together to actually discuss the pertinent issues in the industry and actually find solutions for those issues as well. So that includes the central bank, our Securities and Exchange Commission, our Nigerian Communications Commission, and all the other parts of the ecosystem, the Nigerian Fraud Investigation Unit and co. And it's been very, very useful to fintechs and the wider ecosystem.
Away from regulation, it was the potential for revolutionizing payment systems that caught the attention of delegates.
So one area that I'm still looking forward to is intra-African funds transfer. So today, if I go to Ghana today from Nigeria, I buy dollars before I get to Accra. When I get to Accra, I buy cedis. If you want to transfer funds now from Lagos to somebody in Accra, it goes through a bank in New York, then it comes down to Ghana. So I'm really looking forward to intra-African transfer being made as if I'm doing it on my instant payment in Nigeria. So that's something that will actually drive trade in Africa. It will make life easy for even citizens traveling across Africa. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Another thing that I see that has happened in the fintech, but I'm very excited about, expansion in payment ecosystem. Today, payment methods are changing. For example, I give you a typical example that just happened in our market in Nigeria very recently with the contactless payment. With the fintechs today, we actually double the acceptance location just because we have worked with a fintech company with our financial institution.
And as fintech increases its scope, there are other sectors beyond payment that could benefit.
So let me explain. When we use the word fintech, certainly within the Nigerian fintech ecosystem, we cover all techs, yeah, basically. So reg tech, health tech, agri-tech, you name it, edu-tech, it's in there, right in there, really. But if you look and you take a step back carefully, we're basically just at the bottom end of the technology food chain, so to speak, really. What do I mean by that? If we take the example of, say, automobile industry and compare it to the fintech industry, yeah, the guys who design the automobiles, the guys who make the engines, the guys who manufacture it, yeah, are different from the guys who drive it. So we're the guys driving generative AI products. We're the guys driving, yeah, all of these other technologies, you know. So I would like to see us to start building the right partnerships, yeah, to build our own technology stack, which actually deepens, you know, the knowledge and the depth of fintech within Nigeria and Africa, and also start seeing us manufacture even baseline chips and building those partnerships. Because listen, Africa is going to be, it's a very, very young continent. It's going to power the global growth. So if we cannot start doing basic things like that, it will just be a missed opportunity for the fifth industrial revolution.